Hello, fellow Spark drivers. Hope you're doing well, staying safe out there. So I was going to do another Reddit reaction video because I'm looking into these lawsuits people are threatening. And then I realized after reading some, people don't seem to understand how the law system works, or they just figure, well, I'll just post this threatening thing and get the attention of Walmart and that. And I understand their reasons for being frustrated. I mean, look at all my videos. You won't see many like, wow, this app is great, it's working and functioning so well. Hopefully one day we'll get there. But instead I want to give my advice. Now, I'm not a lawyer, no law firm experience or anything, no bar exam. I don't drink. Silly, I know. But people should understand, I mean, especially if you're going to threaten legal action, use your real name. These usernames, these silly ones and that, it's like, well, okay, they can still look up your real information. And I don't think that anyone at, the higher ups at Walmart care, because they don't care about fixing the issues on the app. Now, these posts deal with, mainly with being deactivated, for no reason, because the glitches are still happening. I wasn't aware of that. I've been deactivated twice, and it was an oops on their part. But at this point, it's like, no, you guys are doing this on purpose. One of those, well, let's deactivate every driver or most of them and just see who comes back. But with the posts, they say, like they're defaming Walmart. Oh, I've spoken with groups of customers, let them know what's going on behind Spark's closed doors and stuff like that. And I've spoken to multiple lawyers. It's like, well, wouldn't you only need one? I understand getting a second opinion, but do you have a lawyer on retainer? Or are you paying them by the hour? It's good to seek out legal advice because you want to see what your options are. But are you suing them on behalf of other drivers as well? You're going to need a lot of names. But with the deactivation thing, which seems to be the main focus, when I first got deactivated back in August, there was a follow-up text and notification, something on the app, and they admit it to fault. They said, we sent out a mass deactivation. If you can still log in and work, you're fine. And no additional pay or anything. Like that I can understand because well, this is on you guys, and I just got another job, or a job in place of this one because I thought I was deactivated. So they should have to pay. That I agree with. But all these posts about, I'm threatening class action lawsuit, legal action, it's like, okay, but maybe don't post that on Reddit. Especially when you say you have all this evidence, you've done all your homework, and I have everything I need. And it's like, okay, but why are you posting this here? And if you're going to, show all of your evidence. And just understand that suing a corporation like Walmart, I imagine, could be very expensive. So let's say you're like, well, because of this mess, I want $20,000. Or let's say $30,000. Let's say if you won, your lawyer would get, and this is before, speaking to a lawyer and realizing how much money it's going to cost to sue them. But you have other drivers on board, that could be something. I could see this happening. I'm just saying, make sure you understand how expensive it's going to be, to sue. And all the technicalities in that and all the details, everything you'll need. But I understand because it is frustrating because we don't get any pay for their, mass deactivation accidents, which I don't believe they are. But I'm curious what you think. And again, I'm not in any position to be speaking like a lawyer or anything. But, I've done my homework. And what it comes down to is Walmart doesn't care. It's not about the individual these days. There's just too many people, too much going on. Oh, you had a bad day at work? Okay, go home. The rest of us are going to go out and make money. That's just how it is. I accepted that a long time ago. But if you think these posts are getting to Walmart, it's possible, but you're not showing anything. So if you say you have all this, You've done all this research, spoken to multiple lawyers. You're not listing anything, no evidence. It's like, I understand you're frustrated again. But something this big, it seems like it'd be easy to organize a mass group of drivers. We all have the same story, what happened. Hey, my metrics are good. No one from the stores called me, said, oh, this customer complained about this and that. I was deactivated. They said, oh, our bad. Wasn't supposed to be you. No compensation for that. So that I understand. But I think the more posts we see, it's a good thing. But think about really organizing. And one user said they were on Discord and they have a bunch of drivers on board. But just understand though, it's expensive. And that's unfortunate, but hopefully we can get to them, like I said, a mass group, because we all have the same story, the same frustrations. And be like, hey, we just want to work and make good money. And you guys aren't fixing the app, and you keep mass deactivating drivers for whatever reason. But anyways, I hope this helps. But just know, if you feel this way, you're frustrated, know you're not alone. Like I said, it's not about the individual these days, but something like this does affect a lot of people. So I totally get that. But just know it's expensive to sue a corporation. And the more drivers you get on board, if you want to be in charge of organizing this thing, you're like, I want to sue them. None of you, me. But sign here, give your story in that. And it's like odds are, one or more have experience in a law firm. Maybe they are a lawyer or were or have connections. So reach out. But these posts, it's like, okay, but when you don't even use correct grammar, it's like, how's that going to hold up? Not that I don't believe you, but it's just like, show evidence and write it out like this is my case, And if you've talking to lawyers, it's like, well, okay, but give us a name. And that way, if other drivers are like, no, I want to sue. I want my name out there. I want to sue. Then they can contact your lawyer, or, if you don't have a lawyer, you just reached out to one, that can be expensive. You have a lawyer on retainer. So just do your research in that, but understand that Walmart just doesn't care. And this isn't even about what I think if you could win or not, because obviously they admitted fault, which is good. We should receive compensation for their quote-unquote accidents. But in the long run, I could see, a big lawsuit against them. But I'm just not sure how it would play out. And especially read over the contract, terms and conditions, because they don't really specify everything. That could work to your advantage, but just consider all that. Anyways, I hope this helps. Leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you. And really, like I said, I'm not a lawyer or anything, or, no, I didn't go to college for it or anything. I really care about this matter because I see these posts all the time, but hopefully we'll get to them. Because me, it's just like, hey, just throw some money in my one account. Say, our bad for this, we're going to give you this, a few hundred for this, a few thousand, whatever. And instead of suing and then like, oh, I can't pay for all these attorney fees and, But anyways, like this video up, subscribe for more, share it with other drivers. I'd love to hear from you. I will see you next time, and keep on sparking.